this trip has been a roller coaster, a steady roller coaster. 2 months ago, 3 months ago, we came to Asia pursuing a challenge that we set for ourselves, and it's something I've been doing for every year, every 3 months. I set myself new objectives. I start off with my personal objectives. I tell myself, for the next quarter, who do I want to become? Who I am, who am I right now? What are my attributes? What are my skill sets? What are my strengths and weaknesses? Where am I heading? What is my 1 year, 5 year, 10-year objectives? What is required of me that I am still missing to reach that 10-year version of myself? Is it my speaking skills? Is it my sales persuasion skills? Is it my marketing knowledge? Is it my financial goals? Is it my physique? Is it my mindset and philosophy or relationship even? Every now and then I have to analyze everything that I'm doing from A to Z. Every single detail matters, because as a small detail slips into your own self, it usually grows little by little without you even knowing. And sometimes it's a double-edged sword. Those thoughts that becomes actions, and those actions that becomes habits. Sometimes it seems good for you, but most of the time, if it's shiny, it's good for you, those are rarely beneficial to your own goal. It's mainly a temptation, whether it's pleasure, whether it's comfort, even lust, gluttony. Like, all of these temptations come across your journey. And why I'm saying this is, you guys have seen my journey of being in Asia and working on my businesses, meeting other individuals. But the thing that you guys don't know is that there's moments when I'm alone, before sleep or early morning, those temptations comes in. When a shiny opportunity comes to me, whether it's like, a good example is like food. Whether it's like a lot of food, whether it's like a new business model, whether it's this and that and that, it's shiny, it attracts me, it entices me. But I believe that the number one thing I've learned throughout this whole journey in Asia is self-awareness and my temptations to not get off rail towards my own goal. And why I'm sharing this to you guys is, most individuals, when we're young, we're very naive. Okay, we don't know so much about the world. We might know because we have that ego that knows everything, because we've been around people that believe they know everything, and that's the single mistake. You have to be able to put your heads down, being able to tell yourself, I have so much to learn, that I need to be an individual that puts everything aside. From everything that I know today, every single day moving forward, I'm going to learn something new from another person, from another lesson, from another challenge, another risk. That's how you earn such wisdom. And that wisdom will allow you to succeed in any path that you want to partake in. And it reminds me a lot of, young teenagers that want to start their business and don't know where to start, and with the lack of wisdom, what happens is there's many routes and you choose all of them. You want to start with all of them because all of them are enticing. It's the shiny effect. And I want to tell you straight up that is just yourself not believing that you can commit to one and realize it to make it happen. Because all business models, at the end of the day, it can work and if you have a goal, a precise solution that you're doing in a certain market, and you develop a sense of, you know, faith that you can, you know, believe in yourself and accomplish everything that you say that you will do within that business model. So my tip here is, do not try and put, you know, your eggs in all the different baskets. Try one. The one that you believe is challenging enough but reasonable enough for you to accomplish within a certain amount of time. And only then you will be able to, you know, put all that focus into one basket and have results that come fruits. And why are you starting out and putting all your effort and all the different business models? And you might not realize it, but that's why, you know, you're not getting the results that you want to get out of like a business, out of a project, out of thing, because you're uncertain that you will make it happen. That's why you're putting all the things that you're putting into all the different models. And you need to realize that in the beginning, you need to focus on one, only one, and develop and the hard thing that I understand is, for teens, we don't have a high enough conviction. You know, most teens, we don't have conviction in ourselves or self-esteem that we can make it happen. And you need to really put a lot of emphasis in the beginning when you're starting your business on yourself, because the vehicle, the business model itself will shape you as you progress within that entrepreneurship journey. It will affect you in your mind, your physical, your technical abilities, your, you know, and overall your conviction within yourself to accomplish all these milestones into your own business. And in the beginning, you're putting yourself in a disadvantage if you're trying out, you know, 2, 3 e-commerce, trading, SMMA. Just start with one, right? And giving myself an example, I thought, like, it depends on where you are, what resources that you have, and where you stand in the market, and you know, your city. There's all sorts of things that differentiates which is the best pick for you. But the best thing to do is start now, and just with some basic, you know, basic common sense, you can think to yourself, what is the best model business to start? And to me, I'll give you an example. I was in high school. I did not have any business experience in the past. I talked to myself. I told myself, my only leverage asset that I have currently is my time. And what I choose to do with my time is what is crucial to me for the next coming 2 years. So I chose to do high leverage skill set work. What is that high leverage skill set work? There's 4 different high leverage moves you can do. There's 4 different type of actions you can do. There is low leverage that is paid. It can be a normal 9 to 5. It can be, you know, like a restaurant or like a common skill that everyone can learn easily. There's high leverage move, right? But unpaid. This is where you get your books, you go to the gym, you know, talk into different, you know, communities, masterminds, you listen to podcasts, and you try it out with practice, and you get feedback, and you develop your skill set through that loop. And eventually, you will get paid more than you work for. And that only happens after a certain amount of time that you put your effort into one basket. And you need to realize that time frame is only you developing your oneself into becoming a better individual for your own business. And depending on the model that you're pursuing, you need to be able to identify what are the different skill sets that I need to acquire for my business, my value to be fruitful and be perceived as a high leverage skill set to another business owner or another person, right? And that's all it is about business. It's either you're saving them time, creating them value, creating them generating them more revenue, converting them XYZ metric. Like, you need to be able to identify where you are at right now. Are you in China? Are you in USA? Are you in Canada? Are you in Brazil? Are you in Europe? Identify where are you at right now. What have you been, facing? Like, who have you met since you were born? Is it a restaurant owner? Is it a clinic? Is it a hospital? Is it a father that knows real estate developers? And you need to be able to identify all of these key resources, because life isn't fair. The only thing that you cannot control is where you are born. And what you can control is what you do after. So you need to identify your leverage resources that you have right now and leverage them. Okay? It's not about being selfish at all. It's about being smart with the chess moves that you have at your disposal depending on where you're born. If you have nothing at all, you need to be able to have some sort of hope and patience to develop those skill sets and develop resources, such as putting your time into a skill and that skill becoming paid, and that paid, getting you more time to hire a team to do, to accomplish and delegate your business work. So to close the loop here, the mistake that young individuals do nowadays is putting eggs in all like 10 to 20 different baskets when we don't even have one that is secure yet. And we believe that will allow us more chance to have some sort of fruit in one project, but we make the mistake here that it takes a unreasonable amount of effort and time for one boat to ship. And if you're putting your eggs into different boats, there is 0.001% chance that one of them will succeed. Instead, you should put all your eggs into one ship, just one ship, and push it and believe that it will land on the island. Like, believe from your bottom of your heart. And not only believe, but develop conviction through putting your effort and discipline every single day behind that boat and push it with your heart and soul and sweat. Push that boat to make it realize, to make it happen. And the worst thing that can happen, to reassure you, the worst that can happen is you're already far ahead, as if 6 months after, if your boat burns at the end of the trip, you're already ahead. You just have to take a piece of wood and build a second boat and go continue, because you've already learned throughout this process, this whole process, you've learned everything that you needed to become a real operator of the ship. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's that's the beauty about entrepreneurship. And yeah